Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. Really excited for today's video. The beer's courtesy of Chris. Thank you so much, Chris. I really appreciate it. I just got done mowing, and I was, looking in the fridge. I'm like, which beer seems like a good post-mowing beer? And this one definitely seems to fit the bill. It's from Hightower Brewing Company, and I've reviewed a lot of their stuff at this point, all courtesy of Chris. It's called Put an Umbrella in It. Banana, blackberry, pineapple, orange ice cream. And it's like 80 degrees out and I'm a sweaty mess. So like to me, it's like, oh yeah, something that sounds super refreshing like this. Yeah. 6% ABV. And that's all the information. Yeah, they don't do canning dates. He packaged it with ice packs, so hopefully this did not re-ferment. I was gonna open it off camera over a sink just to be careful, and I decided, you know what? Let's roll the die. Or dice, whatever the expression is. It seems to have not re-fermented in the can. It is not gushing over. Good. Okay, so based on the fact that the first thing is banana and the color on the can, I was not thinking about it being red. I actually was thinking it'd be very much a yellow straw kind of a color. Wasn't thinking about all the other fruit in it that would make it this beautiful red approaching purple color. The head went away quickly. There probably was, I don't know, 3/4 of a finger ahead maybe. I didn't really get a good look. It's like darker than Kool-Aid, but it's definitely in that kind of realm. Let's get the aroma. You're getting the fruit. I actually do get a little bit of banana. I was curious about that. There was a bunch of thoughts I had, but I decided to just focus on the re-fermentation thing. But yeah, I was wondering how much banana would come through. There is some. I get this like, I've been getting a lot in different beers, like this strawberry fruit roll-up, fruit by the foot kind of a thing. There's no strawberry in this, right? It was blackberry, right? Yeah, blackberry. Maybe because I don't know if I've ever, or if they even make blackberry fruit roll-up. So it is like this berry fruit roll-up thing. It's very tropical. I'm not getting each individual fruit as much as I thought I would. Get a little bit of doughy maltiness. It's a little sour, but it's like kind of going back to how it somewhat looks like Kool-Aid or in the realm of Kool-Aid. It kind of has that maybe citric acidy thing. Now I'm getting a lot of vanilla, and they're calling it ice cream. It doesn't say it has lactose in it, but I'm wondering if it does. But like, I shouldn't say a lot of vanilla, sorry, because like that makes it like that. It's not the dominant thing, but for a beer that I'm not sure has lactose and it doesn't say vanilla in it, I'm getting more than I thought it would. Well, I didn't think I'd get any, despite it being ice cream. It does smell good. I don't know if I said that at any point, but it does smell refreshing. Let's get into the glass. Cheers. Thanks again, Chris. Okay. Usually with a sour beer, the first sip to me is the one that's more sour, and then I get used to it with every sip after. I didn't get a ton of sour on the first sip. Took that second sip, there is some sourness to this for sure. A little bit tart brightness, which is cool. There is some sweetness. Could be from the malt, could be a lactose addition. Again, with the ice cream at the end, I'm thinking it has lactose in it. A lot like the aroma, and I'm glad I talked so much about this citric acid strawberry fruit roll-up thing. That blackberry is in mixing with everything else going on in this beer, it is very like fruit roll-up beer that way. Also like the aroma, I do get a little bit of banana, but not a ton of everything else that's in this beer. kind of, maybe I'm just playing tricks in my mind, but kind of smells like Kool-Aid right now. Says the guy who hasn't had Kool-Aid in a decade or more, probably. But like what I remember it being like. Or like, it might be the color, but like Hawaiian Punch, like that kind of a thing. All right, let me go through it. I do get a little kiss of that banana. Blackberry, like I mentioned Blackberry how many times. Pineapple, I'm gonna have to look for it. The orange, there is, with that, when I said bright with the tartness, there's some brightness with like zest. If I was doing this blind, I don't know if I would have said orange. I might have, but I almost always think lemon when I drink a sour beer, no matter what's in it or not in it. And I probably, if I was doing this blind, would have said, well, it's sour, it's got some fruit in it, could be lemon, could be not lemon. But I don't think my mind would have gone orange, so I would have thought lemon. But there is that citrus zest brightness. Then like just, like a generic tropical sourness. And I did say this in another video at not that long, probably in the last month. I can't remember what the beer was. I was talking about like pineapple and passion fruit in beers. And sometimes I have a hard time picking out passion fruit. Not like the real, like in addition to passion fruit. But like maybe I'm drinking an IPA. And someone, else or a lot of other people be like, oh yeah, I get passion fruit. I associate passion fruit with sourness from having it. I think I was really exposed to it in sour beers. So like my mind goes to sour for passion fruit, and the opposite is true of pineapple. I don't think of I think of pineapple as super juicy, sweet, and I think that might be why I'm not picking it up in this beer. Long story short, it might be there, but my brain is like putting a block up. If it is there, my brain is putting a block up like, no, man, this is sour. Pineapple is super sweet and juicy, so you're definitely not getting it. Or maybe it's not being able to fight through. The color, the aroma, and the taste, Blackberry is dominating everything else in this beer. I love Blackberry, and I have no problem with that. But I do feel bad for the feelings of the other fruits that I'm not focusing on them as much. But sorry, guys. But yeah, no, this is definitely a nice, refreshing post lawn mowing beer. I like the 6% ABV. It's like living up to the refreshing thing. Although it won't be hydrating and won't be too dehydrating like a higher ABV beer. So definitely did the thing I wanted it to do. Has a great flavor. If you're going into this hoping that like all of those fruits are equal or closer to equal, you might be disappointed by that. But if you want a super tasty sour beer, especially if you like blackberries, this is the beer for you. Thanks again, Chris. I really appreciate it, man. Have you guys had this beer before? Have you had Hightower before? Do you have a hard time like I do with associating certain flavors with certain sensory sensors? Yeah, sensory, I don't know what the word is. But like, well, this tastes like this, but that's only in sweet things, but this is a sour. Like, do you have anything like that? I don't know. Anything. Comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untappd. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.